Hi all, today I am here again talking about another topic which is very important. There are two aspects in English. One is fluency, second one is accuracy. So when we make a mistake in grammar, it may hamper our accuracy. There are people, I have seen a few people who speak fluently, but there may not be accuracy in their talk. So accuracy is a matter of word choice or disregarding the errors that we make deliberately or indeliberately. So today I have a few errors which we commonly make in day-to-day conversation. Do we all make mistakes? Yes, we make deliberately or indeliberately a few mistakes. For example, recently, apart from what is listed over here, if you go to North India, there are people who speak that I am having a pencil or I am having a chalk in my hand. Is it correct? No, it is a wrong usage because have cannot be used in ing form. Grammatically, if you listen to that sentence, it seems to be correct, but there is a grammatical mistake in that. So the correct one is I have a chalk in my hand. If I say I am having a chalk, because it is material. But if I say I am having leisure time, I am having a class, correct, because it is immaterial. If I say I am having a class right now, it is correct because it is immaterial. So you cannot use I am having a chalk because it is a material. Okay. Similarly, there are many mistakes which we commonly make, but we are unaware of it. Okay, so that is why the topic for today is common errors in English. We make a few errors. It is not a sin. It is an error which we make. Error can be corrected. That is why there is a saying, to err is human, but to forgive is divine. To err is human, but to forgive is divine. So we all make mistakes. First of all, I would like to address a few errors which we make, and these errors can be classified under different scenarios. Mostly when it comes to parts of speech, we make errors. For example, we make mistakes when we use nouns. Look at this sentence. Here the first sentence is the sheep are grazing. Second sentence is correct. The sheep are grazing. What is wrong here? The mistake here is this one. Yes, because it is already plural. There is no sheeps. Same way like some people use like children's. Wrong. Child is singular and children is plural. There is no children's. Fish singular and plural is same. Furniture singular and plural is same. I bought a lot of furniture. Wrong. News. I heard a news. Already plural. So, or staff. We don't say staffs. Staff is singular and plural same. So therefore, we all mistake. Some people make mistake in the usage of noun, considering a word which is already plural as singular, making it singular. Okay, making it plural by adding s. Another common one is peoples. Many people say peoples. It is wrong. Peoples is wrong because people is already plural. So peoples is wrong because people is already plural. So we make plurals adding s to a word, a noun. For example, mango. We make it plural, mangoes. Okay, pen, pens. Pencil, pencils. We add s and make it plural. But here, this word is already a plural. Therefore, you don't know how to make it a plural. Okay? But the confusion can be here are. Now, second instance is like usage of pronouns. Look at here. The book is yours. So here, the mistake is out here. Here you are using an apostrophe. Apostrophe means possession. Apostrophe means possession. For example, this is children's area, meaning is the area belongs to children. Okay, so here this yours is wrong because this is already possession. This is already possessive pronoun. So adding apostrophe here is wrong, and many people when they write a letter, formal letter, they say yours faithfully with apostrophe, which is a mistake. You don't have to put apostrophe there because apostrophe shows possession. Possession, that means somebody has something. So here this is already possession, possessive pronoun, therefore you don't have to put apostrophe. Okay, next time when you write a possessive pronoun, don't use apostrophe. But another way is like another mistake which people make is it. It's. Here this is a pronoun, but this is not a pronoun. It is a contracted form of it is. Many people confuse this with this. This is a pronoun, you don't need apostrophe. But here this is not apostrophe, it is a contracted form, short form of it is. So sometimes many learners confuse this apostrophe with as contraction and they use it wrongly. Next error which can creep into our talk is the usage of he is junior than me. See, prepositions, prepositional errors. Here, junior is a comparison there. It is known as comparative case. In comparison, we use he is smarter than me. Correct. He is greater than me. But here, when you use junior, senior, we don't use than, but we use to. For example, he is junior to me is correct. He is junior to her, not junior than her. Another example I would say, I prefer coffee to tea, not than tea. I prefer coffee to tea. It is not than tea. Normal pattern is that when you use than in comparative degree. You are cleverer than, or today is hotter than yesterday. If I say today, it seems to be hotter than yesterday. Meaning is you are making comparison between yesterday and today with a than. But when the word is junior or senior or prefer, we go for to instead of than. This is an exception to that rule. Okay. Next error is with article. Usage of article. You know there are two types of articles. Definite article and indefinite article. Definite article is one, the. And indefinite articles are a and an. You know the rule. Definite article is used when you talk about something special. For example, this is the blackboard which I used to write. This is the blackboard on which I am writing. Okay. Now, take for example, if there is a word which is beginning with a vowel, we go for an. But the rule is that H is not a vowel. That is where the confusion creeps in. H is not a vowel. It's a consonant. But here, so people misuse it. Use it like a hour. If you go with the grammar, traditional grammar, for a consonant we use a. But here the problem is this H is a silent H. H is a silent H. Like honest. He is a honest boy. No, he is an honest boy because H is silent. H is silent. Same way hour. He came here, H is silent. You begin with O, so O is a vowel. Therefore, an is the correct option there. Same rule applies to definite article also. For example, I studied in a university. University, U is in fact vowel, but we say a university. Why? The reason is that the pronunciation of that Y is U. Y, pronunciation is Y. Therefore, should be a university. That is also an exception to the same rule. Finally, there are a few more errors which I will introduce another day. So another error which we make is usage of adverbs. We use wrong adverbs. For example, here, he arrived much early. Much is normally used with an uncountable noun. Uncountable noun. But the correct usage here is he came or he arrived very early. Very early is the correct usage. Much is not appropriate here. For example, I have a few pencils with me. I have little pencils with me. Which one is correct? I have a few pencils with me is correct because we are talking about countable nouns. I have a few students over here. Correct. I have many students in my class. If I say I have much students in my class, wrong. Much is used only with countables. Sorry, uncountables. Many is used with the countables. Okay. Therefore, usage of adverbs. I will tell you another usage which I heard recently is come fastly. It is wrong. It's a wrong usage. Come fast, because fastly is not an adverb. Fast is the adverb. Same way, another mistake is he works hardly. Meaning is, it doesn't mean that he works hardly. Meaning is he works hard is the correct usage. He works hardly means he doesn't work at all. He doesn't work at all. So it has a negative meaning. He works very hardly meaning is he doesn't work at all. Okay. If you say he is a man of few words, that means he doesn't speak anything. Instead if you say he is a man of a few words, that means he speaks little. So there are many more in this module which I will take up another day. So I am going to have a recap of what we have already learned. Just telling you that we may all make some mistakes in our talk, especially when we use English, and the mistakes can be of different types. When it comes to a noun we make mistakes, when it comes to a pronoun we make mistakes, when it comes to an article we make mistakes, when it comes to a degree, adverb, we make mistakes, and when it comes to usage of different words we make mistakes. So next time when you speak, when you write, when you listen and when you read, keep in mind these errors should be corrected up, and we need to refine our language and keep away from these errors. Don't make these errors in future. Thank you.